Hello everyone, my name is Agent Paul of Mobile Task Force Delta 7, codename Bookkeepers. Merry Christmas. And the SCP we will be reviewing today is SCP-4103, Object Class, Keter. Special Containment Procedures. All radio or television stations playing Christmas music during SCP-4103's active period are to be checked for instances of SCP-4103 by automated magnetic detectors. All infected audio is to be seized and contained in storage locker number 24 in Site-03. Particularly attentive surveillance is to be made for radio broadcasts from Christian religious institutions. Due to the widespread effect and indistinct symptoms of SCP-4103 in popular culture, all complaints, such as the early celebration of Christmas, are to be deflected by spreading the suggestion that SCP-4103 only exists due to the social and psychological aspects of the holiday. Aberrant versions of Christmas are to be covertly discouraged and harmful celebrators are to be amnesticized. Description: SCP-4103 is a parasitic cultural meme that is transmitted acoustically through the vector of Christmas music. The main effect of SCP-4103 is the unconscious aggregation of others' holidays, festivities, and rituals into Christmas. The practices of celebrations that are observed by an individual infected with SCP-4103 will be merged into that of Christmas, nullifying the practice in the original holiday to an infected individual's perception. The time frame of SCP-4103 activity increases with the number of holidays affected. The main symptom for the meme is within the subtle, unintrusive behavioral changes that are associated within the holiday season. The abstract notion of a Christmas spirit, or holiday feelings, that is perceived when listening to SCP-4103 infected music is one major identifier for the transfer of the meme. Rituals and holidays that do not culturally align with existing festival doctrine are not incorporated. However, as the number of distinct traditions subsumed by SCP-4103 increases, the amount of cultural overlap also increases, allowing for an increased number of holidays to be integrated. The gradual consequence of SCP-4103 over time leads to Christmas being naturally preferred over affected holidays. This also leads to different interpretations of the celebration throughout the world as a result of the conglomeration of different holidays in a particular region. While still under some debate, some memetic scholars post a correlation between the consuming nature of SCP-4103 and the consumer culture of modern Christmas. However, a large body of evidence indicates that the consuming motif may merely be a trait that has been integrated into the holiday by the absorption rather than innate characteristic of the meme. The following are specific mechanisms in which SCP-4103 operates. 1. SCP-4103 can only be transported through music containing the theme of the holidays. This includes even the passing mention of the holiday in a song or chant. 2. When the time frame for SCP-4103 activity ends, individuals who are infected with SCP-4103 will no longer contain SCP-4103, but will still believe in the transference of tradition that occurred during the infected period. 3. SCP-4103 begins its active period around 2 months before and after the regional Christmas celebration starts. For locations not on Earth, or any such location not in this designated dimension and universe, SCP-4103 activates in conjunction with the SCP-4103 instances located in Vatican City. When SCP-4103 operating period begins, random instances will spontaneously generate around places of worship. SCP-4103 is theorized to have been created on commission by Roman Emperor Valentinian I, along with his other anomalous attempts to reunify the Roman Empire after its cleavage in 285 CE. The hypothesized intended purpose was to unite the Empire under one ideal: Archbishop Crescentius of Jesi later co-opted the meme for religious purposes in 1278 CE under the direction of the Papal State. Historically, SCP-4103 has been weaponized by various Christian groups to increase the rate of religious conversion. The consumption and subsequent mimetic adoption of local tradition erase the adoption of foreign, usually Christian, practices. Evidence suggests that multiple cultures have experienced widespread religious shifts due to the effects of SCP-4103, including those of the Hallstatt Celts, indigenous Native Americans, Indo-European Balts, and Melanesians. A reversal of this cultural destruction is currently ongoing. For any information on negating SCP-4103's historical precedents, please refer to Project Ganymede. Listed below is an example of the effects of SCP-4103 and its accumulation of holiday traditions. Here we have a table with holidays affected by SCP-4103 and the motif assimilated into Christmas correspondingly. Yule, assimilated into 12 days of. Epiphany, assimilated into household tree. Arana Kantingen, candle lighting. Wu Chim ceremony, caroling. Krasnaya Gorka, wreaths and mistletoe. Imbolc and Samhain, Saint Nicholas. This holiday name contains cognito-hazardous effects. Remembrance of a holy figure's birth. I cannot read this. Thankfully, there is a footnote. Celebrated by the Serpent's Hand, an annual celebration held in the Nexus. Has been assimilated into contagious insanity. Symptom is able to spread to individuals not affected by SCP-4103. Venite celebramus infernum. Mass death. For a full list of affected holidays, please contact Site-03. And that is it. A very, very troubling SCP. Might be good to look into Project Ganymede. Well, everyone, thank you all so much for listening or watching. My name is Agent Paul of MTF Delta 7, and I'll see you next week with another document review. The last document review of the year 2025. Which you know what that means for the following week. Bye.